right now. About 39.5 inches.
Should I get a dually? That's a question I asked myself when I bought this truck. Well, today I figured I'd calculate the weight of my payload with our new to us fifth wheel. This fifth wheel is rated at about 14,000 pounds gross vehicle weight rating. So assuming I filled the trailer with water, had full black tanks and gray tanks, plus our stuff inside, it'd be about 14,000 pounds. Now the general rule of thumb to find any pin weight is to take 15% of the fifth wheel weight, and that would be 2,100 pounds in my case. So then I made a list of all the cargo weight between myself, my wife, our toddler, the dogs, and all the other stuff we typically carry on a trip. And that came out to be 3,100 pounds. Now my door sticker says this particular truck can carry 3,593 pounds, so in my case we're good. But had I gotten a larger fifth wheel, say a 20,000 pound toy hauler, I would definitely be overweight. So the funny thing is that these trucks are rated to tow a lot more than they can actually carry, and that is unless you get the dually. Now getting a dually gives you a wider stance, offering more stability in winds, on turns, and overall, and it just spreads the weight out over 50% more tire. So you have 50% more contact with the ground, and you can accelerate, brake, and turn with more traction. Not only that, you get a stiffer suspension with extra leaves in the back, heavier duty front springs, and some extra chassis cross member from my understanding. Now as you can see, I'm not even close to the max tow rating of 23,000 pounds. My fifth wheel is not even 2/3 of that. But I am fairly close to the max payload when you put myself, my wife, and all the stuff we carry inside. So I don't regret not getting a dually, but if I ever did want to get a toy hauler or something larger in the fifth wheel, I'll certainly think about upgrading to a dual rear wheel setup. Now if you go with something like an F350 dual rear wheel, you get over 1,000 pounds of extra payload capacity, and I think that is really optimal for somebody that's going to be towing with a large fifth wheel or somebody who wants like a slide-in truck camper. The important thing is to know that you are safe, to know that you are within your limits. That way, if God forbid you're ever in an accident or anything, you're not on the wrong side of legality as to what you're carrying. So I hope this video maybe it was insightful or interesting. I encourage you to really calculate what you're carrying, how much that pin weight is, and what the overall payload is. Make sure you're within your limits, because these trucks can tow a lot of weight. My truck can tow about 23,000 pounds. But if I did that, I wouldn't really have any payload left to carry my family and just our gear in the truck. So, in that case, I would kind of have a problem, and that's when I would want to step up into a dually if I went with something bigger. So thanks for watching, and we'll find you on the next video.